To perform operations to our variables, what we need to know is that we need to know how to use C operators. So for example, is a operator is something like, for example, an addition, subtraction, etc., etc. These two are example of operators. So in the C languages there are different kind of operators. They are specifically grouped in in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. So there are these 5 groups of operators. So the first group, it is arithmetic of operators, where we can perform mathematical operations to our variables. And then the other one, it is assignment operators, where we can assign values to our variables. And then this is comparison operators, where we can compare the variable. For example, here, this one, it compares if the two variables are equal or not. And then we have logical operators, and we have bitwise operators. And we are not going to focus more on bitwise operators in this course because they are a little bit advanced. Otherwise, let us take an example and see how can we use operators in C language. So let's go back to our file, and then here what we're going to do is that let us make a comment and say C operators, and then let us do addition. Let's create the variables and say int x is equal to 5, and then we say int y is equal to 3, is equal to 3, and then let us print, to have addition. Let's just have addition. Let's say int addition. So we are going to say x plus y. Great. So now we have this variable for addition, and then for subtraction, we just say int is equal to int sub is equal to x minus 3. Great. So let us just print this. So you can say x is equal to minus y, and then let's just print this. Say print. Great. So first thing we do is that we need to specify the format specifier. We're going to say d, and then here we're going to have this addition value, and also we want to have this subtraction value. So because we have two values, and then we just say, okay, let's say addition is this value, and then we're going to say here subtraction is this value. So great. So let us save this, and then let us build and run and see if we are going to get the correct values here for addition. All right, so save this. There we go. so we don't get the values here. All right, let us go here and then say abort, and then let's say build and run. Okay, we still get an error, so let's remove this, and then let's say save this, and then let's say all right. So we really get a problem here. Then let's try to abort this and then build and run again. It says, oh sorry, we just forgot this, and then let's save this, say and subtraction, so you can see it says line 26, so we have an error here, and then specify the error that we need to put this before return. So let's say, and then let's just build and run. There we go. So we can see it say addition is 8, and that is 5 plus 3, and subtraction it is 2, that is 5 minus 3, it is equal to true. Okay, that's correct. So now what actually basically what we did is that we have used the C operators for arithmetic operators. So we can also use this one. Actually, we use these arithmetic operators, which is addition and subtraction, and also we use this assignment operator. So we can also use this one. Let's just use this one for example. So this one, what it means, let's go to our application, our program, and then now we want to use the assignment one. We're going to say int, let's give in assign. So another rule for, okay, let's just say assign, and then we're going to say equal to, we're going to say plus, we're going to say plus this one. Yes, we're going to say this is equal to, and then what we're going to say, y plus this, and then we put 9 here. Let's just put this inside brackets, and then we don't forget this one. And then now if we say we add here, we add this assign here, let's add this assign here, and then say and plus this is where we are going, to put this one. So let's also put this one in new line. Great. And then we say save, and then let us see what would be the value. So abort, and then we say build and run. There we go. So we have the here was supposed to be a new line. All right, instead of this is backslash. Great. So let's save this. All right, and then let's say build and run, and then we are going to have this in a new line. Addition is this, subtraction is this, and then this assignment operators is equal to 12. So what like really happened is that if like you have this assignment, let's just write a comment here. Let's say a comment here. If this y plus equal to 9 is equivalent sorry is equivalent to y is equal to y plus 9. So this one here, it is equal to this one. So what happened is that when like we say this is, we say it is 3 plus 9, and then 3 plus 9, it will give us the answer we got. So that's it about the C operators. And this one, the comparison operators, what like they do is that they either return 0 or they return 1. So they return 0 in case for example, if we say 4 is equal to, we check this one, this is where check whether 4 is equal to this one. So this one, it will return 0 because 4 is not equal to 1. But if it was if this was true, it will return 1. So it is 0 for false and 1 for true. And also this is the what like this one does, the logical operators, is that this is for AND logic. The AND logic, what like it does is that it want both comparison to be true. The result of both comparison operators, it want them to be true. And then this one, if both result of the comparison operators, they are equal to true, the result of the logical operator, it would be true also. And then this one, if both result of comparison operators, they are equal to true, what like it will do is that it will also give the result as true. And also if just a simply one result of the comparison operators is equal to true, but like this one, it will also give the result to be true. This one, it only give result to be false when like both results of the comparison operators, they are equal to false. So that's it. And then this one, it is a not logic operator. And then this one, it is the piecewise operators, of which they are advanced, so we are not going to discuss them in this course. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video, where we are going to see how are we going to use the comparison operators and the logical operators in order to make decision for our program.